This is non-causal, causal, like shelf the products that are purchased together close to each other. This is the action, not the real association rules. I'm not so sure about the example. I heard one about association rule, like they are retailer, maybe 7-Eleven, not in this country. They try to shelf diaper with the beer, with a basket of beers or like that, because they find a relationship that father always come back late to get a beer, and then they also get a diaper for the baby as well, for his baby. So this is kind of non-causal, it's hidden information, and then they don't have to go look for a beer is enough, and then they cannot find diapers, so they just go back home. And if this is just, I'm not so sure if that will be implemented, but they find this has a relationship. So this will be association rules. The next one is sequence discovery. This determines the sequential pattern in data. This one is similar to the time analysis because it involves the temporal data as well. Like you have to do this thing first, and then you have to do another thing. But this one will not be about the prediction of the next or of the current trend. What will be the immediate future? But this one we look at the if person do step one, and I mean they will do what is the next step that they will do or most likely to do. Like this example, I think is pretty okay. That we can use the web log data. You know web log, right? The log that keep all the information about the accessing the web, like who access which web page, and then they have the timestamp, the IP, and whatever all the information that the webmaster needs to know. Not all the information, but most information. So when we try to analyze the web log, and then we see that the most pattern that they go to the home page, and then go to the second link, the link that is that is available on the home page, and then most of the users just click on another link that is not appear on the home page, but it's like it has to go 3 web page, 3 links. So maybe the webmaster see all of those behavior and then decide that they should put the 3rd link on the web on the home page, so that user doesn't have to look all over and then find that link. This is kind of a sequence discovery. Okay, and and one more thing, that I try to note everything that I put extra that is that is not in the book, because I think that the book, even though the outline of the book is okay, but it's like you can see that it's so thin. It doesn't have much here, and I'll try to put something if I know, I mean, from another source or from another book into the presentation. Okay, so this is not in the book, the exploratory data analysis. Actually, it is in the book, but it's not in basic data mining tasks. So this kind of thing, these terms, maybe some of you know, some of you don't know, some of you doesn't know that you know or not. That is fuzzy. Should we let that in? Okay, just continue. So this kind of thing is like using data mining to do interactive graphical and interactive program to discover interesting pattern. Like you may know that computer is not good at looking at pattern. Maybe when we present them present the data or pattern using the graphical in an interactive, because there are so many data, we human may be able to find interesting pattern easier. So this kind of thing is will be in EDA. And sometimes when the user using this kind of graphical tool, they may have no clue what they want to look. They just, oh, the boss asked me to find information, interesting pattern. I have to look at that, or also I will get fired. So they just look at the pattern. They click on one thing, maybe do some query, and then, oh, this is not interesting. They just skip into another set of data, or maybe another dimension of the data, and then until they find that, oh, that this one is interesting. So the result of this kind of process may find or may not find the interesting pattern or model. Do you need a break? Because I have just maybe let's say I have 34 pages. This is about half, but I have just we have done just 1 hour. Should we talk something else? Or maybe maybe let's say 15 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Let's speak on. So it will be, the next one will be data mining versus KDD. Just wondering if anybody of you knows what is KDD. It is pretty popular term. So just wondering, except the one that sit in front, anybody else knows the KDD term? So actually, sometimes people confuse, even though they push that about these two terms, because sometimes they are actually the same. By some definition, they are the same. Some definition they are not. But so the conclusion here is they are basically the same thing, except that KDD is larger than DM. Maybe we should say that KDD is not a proper superset of data mining. Sometimes it will be proper superset by some definition, or sometimes they just mention data mining. Maybe they are shorter than KDD. It's like knowledge discovery in database, which they are too long. So for the KDD, this is a book, a very good book in data mining actually, and this definition is used very widely. That it is non-trivial process, identifying valid, novel, useful, and ultimately understandable patterns in data, which you can see that the definition is pretty much the same thing as the data mining definition, and they use patterns instead of models, which I think that is insignificant. So by this definition, they are pretty much the same thing. And by Dunham is our book, and the definition that is given in that book is the process of finding useful information and patterns in data. I'm not so sure if I put the patterns in, but anyway, so the data mining is a subset of that. It's just like use algorithms to extract information. Specifically, they talk about the using of algorithms to extract information. So if any of you expect